Meanwhile, U.S. Assistant Secretary of State for African Affairs Linda Thomas-Greenfield says she is hopeful the Ghanaian elections will be peaceful. In an exclusive interview with VOA at the U.S. Embassy in Accra, Thomas-Greenfield told our reporter Peter Clottey that Washington supports Ghana's democratic process.
I am optimistic. Ghana has a history of generally peaceful elections, and Ghana has a history of democracy. It's a beacon of democracy for most of the continent, but particularly for this region. So my expectation is that the people of Ghana will go to the polls on December 7th, and they will choose the president of their choice in a peaceful, free, and fair process. And the United States government will look forward to working with whomever the people choose to be their next president.
You met with officials of the Electoral Commission. What were your views on, did they give you any reassurances? Because there have been some criticisms here and there.
There's always criticism of the Electoral Commission. They seem to be the lightning rod for criticism, but I would say that they are working diligently to prepare for an election that is credible. We talked about some of the challenges that they are facing and how they are working to address those challenges, to address the questions, to address disinformation, and also to make sure that the voting public has the right information to move forward in the election. So I left my meetings with them very confident that they are committed to a free and fair and transparent election. And I think my biggest concern is that the election process be a peaceful one, and that the candidates call upon their supporters to support them with their vote, not in going into the streets. And any efforts to participate in violence should be called out, and people should be told that they will be held accountable if they use violence to promote themselves and to encourage their supporters.
So what's the Washington's support to Ghana's democratic process, if I may ask?
I would say I think it's clear from everything we've done, not just in the 3.5 years that I've been Assistant Secretary, that we support democracy and we support good governance on the continent of Africa. So the Ghana election is one that is very important to us. We have supported this process with about $7 million that we have given partially to the Electoral Commission, to the Peace Commission, and also to civil society so that they can train election observers and election monitors.
Recently, had discussions with both the incumbent President John Dramani Mahama, and Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the main opposition leader. What was the import of the discussion between these two officials?
I think this was reported out in the press, so you've seen the report outs of the discussion. But the basis for the phone calls was to encourage both of them and urge both of them to encourage a peaceful process in the election, and to make sure that none of their supporters use violence as a means of showing support to them. They were also both encouraged to sign the peace agreement, and they both did, and we're very pleased about that.
So what would you say would be your expectations? Because there seemed to be a little tension, because it's expected to be one of the most competitive elections in a long time since the reintroduction of constitutional rule in 1992.
All of your elections have been competitive, and they've been very, very close. So I expect that will happen this time around as well. So that's why it's so important that people get out and vote if they support a particular candidate, and show again their support through their vote and not through violence. Whatever happens in the election, we have a strong relationship with the country and the people of Ghana. We have worked very closely with President Mahama during his tenure, and if he is reelected, we will continue to work with him. And we have worked closely with Nana when he was foreign minister of the country and in previous capacities as Minister of Justice. And if he should win the election, we look forward to working closely with him as well. The choice will be made by the people of Ghana, not by the United States, and not even by the candidates themselves.
Right.
The people of Ghana will go to the polls on Wednesday morning and cast their vote for their candidate. And it looks like, from everything we've heard, it's going to be a close race, and we will all be waiting on with bated breath to see what the final result will be. And we will congratulate the winner, and we will encourage the loser to accept graciously the results of the election and continue to support Ghana's democracy.